Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Ray here with the Weather Edge Finder, aka the Weather Wizard, and doing a follow-up video on the trade review of the last live trading session that I had on March 18th, quite some time away. Um, I apologize. It's March 21st. Been in the lab making a lot of changes with the software. Um, the algorithm, et cetera, all that technical stuff. But I'm back. We definitely have to review, as you guys can see. It wasn't a great day. That's going to happen. As any of you guys know who are experienced traders, um, gamblers, et cetera, et cetera. Now, could I have done things differently? I'm definitely sure I could have. We're looking at a little bit more of the details, obviously like by city. Um, I don't know. I guess if we click on the city, we can see specifically what happened, but I'm not gonna concentrate too much on any specific cities too much, but just to give you guys an overview. It took a lot of bets, it looks like. I've been I don't know. I'm like part like designing this, part like trying to tweak the EV formula and stuff. And so like yeah, I'm playing to win, but I'm also like designing the software. So I'm wearing like two hats here. Um and so sometimes I think it's leading me to take like too many bets, I suppose, which could also just be a fundamental leak um of just taking too many thin EV bets. People do this in trading, betting, whatever, poker, playing too many poker hands. So I would like to think it's because I'm trying to, hone in on the system to make it more accurate, and by collecting more bet data would help with that. But that could also just be me making excuses for my losses. So anyway, it looked like it took a lot of bets today, or March 18th. Um, I've been trying to take only the best bets, I'd say, be a little more picky and choosy. But so let's see at the analytics. Let's see what actually worked. Now, again, this is just one day, so can't put too much weight into it. But I said we're going to do a review. So lost every EV bucket there. Um, just the probabilities, not much to even glean there. Let's look at the breakdown by price. All right, so I hit a good bet here. Looks like in the 20 cent, 11 to 20 cent range. Yeah, let's click. Let's see. Yeah, Oklahoma City, nice, very nice. So you'll find this. This is something I've definitely have seen. You'll find like I don't know, it could be anywhere from like the mid-teens to 30 cent-ish range. You can get some like good yes bets that are underpriced. Um, it looks like we found one here at 18 cents on Oklahoma City. OKC, very good. Win there. Other than that, doesn't okay, look like we had a winning bet here on no in Minneapolis. Yeah, and so for like the no bets, I've trying to, well, not trying to, I'm gonna let the numbers like dictate, and like the depending on each day, like I'm trying not to be too rigid going into the day, like see what the forecast is. What time of day is it? Is it early in the morning? Are we moving closer to midday? Whatever. But usually I like I don't know, I don't want to say like the coin flip-ish ones. They're okay. I feel like, so when I say coin flip, like around 50 cents, give or take. Um, Usually like the pretty favorable no bets. I kind of like the like 60 to 80 cent range. Been having some like decent success with. As we see right here, took a no bet here, Boston, 64 cents. Um, so that's good. Morning. So afternoon wasn't too bad. I mean, slightly negative, not obviously not good. Breakdown by side. So just overall not a good day. What are you gonna do? Pay signals and nothing to really garner too much from here. So um, we can go over. I'll briefly run down some of my positions today. Maybe look if we can find any bets. But There is, I'm going to make further videos on this. I do kind of want to, we did, like I said, I've been in the lab. I've had a lot of, added a lot of new features. So obviously, we have like our NWS forecasts plus the pace data, which have already been known. What I added here was the God, what's the name of the report? I don't know, the CLV report, CLI report, sorry. Um, for whatever the name of the report is, slipping my mind, but this is what how the bets like so whatever numbers on this report from NWS from the city, that's the winning temperature. So the bets settle on. And so um I got this here to see what we read as the high of the day and what the city actually settled on. Now, how you want to use that data, it's up to you. I thought it was just a good feature to see because this is part of the hard part of these markets. Like for example, so here with Atlanta, we recorded a 69.8 high. You'd like to think that would round the seven. Now, as you know, if you guys are experienced um, in the weather markets, these like rounding errors. I don't even want to say errors, but like they reported in Celsius and then they converted back to Fahrenheit. I don't know. It's some weird, I don't know. It's weird shit they do. I don't know. You could go look it up. But anyhow, as you see, we got a reading of 69.8, but the closing report was 69. So, for betting, right? Like if you're betting, you'd probably want to like, all right, I'm going to go into like the 70 bracket, whatever that is. And maybe it's part of the 69, 70 bracket. I don't know what it was for this day. But you have to be careful here. And these sorts of bets, you probably that could be on the threshold on the cusp. Maybe you want to avoid it. So anyway, just add sorry, excuse me, just added this feature. So as you guys can see, um, just a running tally, so you guys can check that out for yourselves. Also, I added what we're dubbing the pace snapshots. So we're seeing what our pace formula has for the day at three separate times. So like 9, 12, and then 3 p.m. local time for each city. And so what the pace was forecast for. And then obviously when the day settles, you'll see what the final temperature was. So again, I mean, we are collecting this um, over in the city's pace over here on this tab. But this is good just to see for breaking down for specific days where it landed. So I think that's a nice little feature as well. And now I guess we could look at today. Just monitor some of my positions. Let's see. So we're looking at Boston. Boston about as you can see, if you guys been following, you see some of these things are different. We've changed some of the color schemes, some of the interface, also some stuff in the code as well as far as how we're calculating bets and stuff. And that's obviously the more data that comes in, going to be able to refine that now. Again, if you guys are new or you have seen the videos before, either way, uh, this is not a blindly click system. Sometimes the high EV bets are not going to be perfect. They're actually not going to be good bets. So please, please, please use your judgment. That's why I'm trying to I'm trying to think of this as like trying to give you guys as much data and as much information as possible to make a good, informed decision. But ultimately, it's on you. Don't just blindly take any of these bets. That's not how I use the system myself. Um, though, do I want to continue to hone these EV numbers and get them as accurate as possible? I do. I do. But if you guys are looking for a just like blind and click system or some of these auto bots you see people, promoting all over Twitter, which is, these guys are full of shit most of the time. But we could get into that another time. Um, so anyway, Boston, it looks good so far. I mean, we're on pace. Is it going to stay on pace? I don't know, but um, for most of the morning, where we're a little afternoon here, Eastern, it's been good. So I like this bet. Also too, what I like doing, it's up to you guys if you want to do this. I know we all have our own intricacies. Kind of want to see. So yeah, really, really, the only bets this is among. So this is. So my bracket is favorite. Also, you could just look on Kalshi to kind of just see where the market distribution is lying at. Yeah, so my bet right now is favorite, which is good. So we'll write it out. Um, so it looks good so far. Hopefully we get a winner there. All right, Austin. Okay, so I think Austin is running a little hot for today. I'm pretty sure it was 88. Yeah, so 88 was so we're running, a little hot. Now how I think about the pacing too, like I mean obviously that's good. Like you want to, I mean especially when you're betting, like you want the pace going in your direction. So obviously it is going in my direction. Now it doesn't always, just because we're ahead of pace now doesn't mean we're always going to remain ahead of pace. So use your judgment, but I like this. It's going in our favor. It's still market isn't loving it. Let's see where we're at. Um, yeah, market likes the 87, 88, so it likes the forecast. Um, Perhaps we uh found a nice little mismatch here, mispricing. Seems fairly confident. Now, Austin is a pretty high variance city. Um, yeah, so we have a MAE 185, 1.85. So, I mean, you see some of these, Boston's a lot tighter, zero point 0.6. Um, Dallas, Houston's really tight. Minneapolis. Yeah, so Austin has a bit variance. And two, I haven't done great with betting Austin. That's the thing too. You guys, you don't have to bet every city. Again, it's like part of me, like I'm trying to wear like two hats here. So I want to try and get familiar with all the cities. But I still like this bet, honestly, quite honestly, like I do. Um, Whether it wins or not, we'll see. If it starts moving in my favor, I think I'm going to add into it. That's kind of how I've been playing things lately. Trying to cut like bad trades early. You don't have to, just like trading the stock market, crypto. I'm sure plenty of you guys do have experience with that. You don't got to take this down to the end. You could just cut the position. Um, when positions do go in your favor, you can add into them. You want to maximize your wins. So I like taking that concept over into weather trading for sure. So if I start seeing this move in my direction, I will go for it there. Let me see what did yeah, so we got some low other model forecast. Not that I give too much weight into them, but all right, anyway, moving on. So this is the big bet I got for today. Big in relation to the other bets I have so far. So I got a no on 86 or above. So I'm saying it's not going to go over 86. System really likes it EV wise. Um, yeah, I'm not sure why. I mean, I feel like it's a good price. I feel like it's like a really good price. That's why I've added into it a couple of times. Yeah, so the market likes the bracket right below it, 84, 85, as we see here. So I'm giving it like 58% ish, I'm sure, around there. That's on the bid, 58 cents. Um, yeah, I don't know if there's some people think it's going to warm up in the evening. I have checked some other forecasts, but anywhere I don't see anywhere having it over like 84 degrees. So it always makes me a little bit leery where I think like yeah, and I got it's given the systems give it 98, 96%. I'm always a little bit leery when I feel like it's like too good to be true. Yeah, 84, 83, 7. So I like that bet. We'll see. Houston looks like we got a win on Houston. I mean, obviously not yet, but moving well in our favor. I'm pretty sure I made that bet last night. And that's the other thing too is like I'll take some positions the prior day. It's actually it is a good way sometimes to start like building position if the position is moved in your favor overnight, you can add into it. If it's not, you can cut it, etc. Just gives you some different options, flexibility, I suppose. Um, Oklahoma, obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. We're right at what was forecast. Current pace zero point 0.5, so this could go either way. Um, see where the afternoon lands. Philly, so this one's been going back a little bit on me because I was in the green here. Okay, so Philly is running coldish right now. Now Philly again, I think Philly's a pretty wild uh 159. Yeah, I've seen some interesting moves on Philly, though the position going against me now after being green, not good. So what's favored here? Yeah, so the market's moving with this cold pace right now. So that's one I can consider. What time is it Eastern? Yeah, 12:15. Oh, if you guys haven't seen this either, I guess this is a good chance to go check out our so if you go to sorry if I went too fast. If you guys go to tools right up here, we have our NWS hourly forecast. So let's go to Philly. Let's see when the high of the day is looking at. So 5 o'clock. So we still got a lot of time left in the day with NWS thinking Philly can continue to get hotter. Now, like while this doesn't look great for Philly, and again, like I'm saying, is you don't have to go down with the ship with these trades. I'm gonna give it like a little bit more time. Like let's see if we catch up a little bit. Um and yeah, we'll go from there. 44. So we might even be more around 44 right now. Because sometimes you get little fluctuations with the weather machines. But this should I always take the high of the day like how we have it programmed that it should be taking the high of day as like in the pacing formula. So anyway, I'll come back and check on that later. Where we at on San Francisco? San Francisco's been moving really interesting. A lot of heating up in the afternoon. Um, it's appeared to me. So I got some bets there. It's still early. It's 9 a.m. in San Fran, so not too much to um, really glean there. I took but some early positions. I don't know, we're slightly behind pace, about on pace. So, um, got a good price on this bracket, degree above. So I like that. And then took a no bet on 77. Um, and yeah, that's that. And then it looks like Atlanta is a L already, even though our pacing, yeah, something's up with Atlanta. To where yeah, I don't know, just forecast off with Atlanta. Good thing not too big of a position. Yeah, that's the one thing I've been toying around with is taking smaller positions than adding into them. So kind of taking like a starter, like if you guys are traders as well, like taking a starter position, adding into it if it goes in your favor. Shall we see if there's anything to bet right now? Keep this quick. Um, So high temperature 43 or below. We have it coming in above. So again, like I was saying, like so top EV bet, I don't really want to take. Now you could consider this. I mean, you could take it if you'd want, I suppose. Hoping you fall on the right side of this. I'd rather wait. This could be a signal that okay, like we're running behind. Um, if we do continue to trend this way, this could for sure be a potential bet. But do I want to take it now? I don't. This was a Dallas bet. Um, we were discussing before, Dallas is heating up a little bit here. We got our pace adjusted at 83.4. Um, don't heat up too much, please. Um, Las Vegas ahead right now, coming in about 95.6. This probably is the favorite bracket. Yeah, I saw this one earlier. I'm not taking a no on this. Vegas is a fairly accurate forecast city. It seems like the desert cities are. Um, yeah, I'd actually rather take a yes on this, not a no. I know why a no is coming in. Just, betting into the variance, which very well could be the case, but not for me. New York City, I don't like betting. It's only one reading an hour. Um, I've gone over that in previous videos. I'm just going to skip over New York. God bless you guys that bet New York. Um, Again, kind of on the threshold 78.4, especially with the rounding errors. Like I'd rather the again like taking like a lower bracket, so like you have more rigor wiggle room, um the margin of error, we'll call it. Though this is one to keep an eye on. This one's been popping up all day, but it's still a little bit too close for me. Don't want to take it. Again, I'm trying to be a little more selective. On the bets. Here's a San Francisco bet going good. And this Dallas and San Francisco bet, like if these continue going in my direction, and I can still get a good price, I'll probably be adding into them. I'm really trying to milk the winners here. Phoenix. No, I'm not gonna bet no. I mean, unless we continue to cool in Phoenix, I'll take this as a no. Phoenix again, desert city forecast fairly accurate. Though this could develop well, being right on what we're forecast for. I don't have any interest in taking a no. Would actually rather take a yes. But the price you're getting on the yes, it's not. I mean, maybe 60 cents is not bad, but not gonna do it. Um, but yeah, I would actually rather probably take a yes, maybe, but it's a no bet. Okay, Houston. I believe I have positions in Houston. So Houston, yes, falling behind. Let me see. I don't have a no in Houston. Yeah, I got a no in Houston. Okay, interesting. This will be the last city we'll look at. Sorry for droning on too long here. Hopefully you guys are picking up some things. Any questions you guys have, um, hit us up on YouTube, hit us up on Twitter, um, hit us up in the Discord. We got a Discord now for the Weather Edge Finder. We'll put all that in the descriptions. Um, So hit us up, any question. Hopefully things are clear here. We're running behind. See, this one's interesting. Now it's telling me to take a no. So this is the favorite bracket, huh? Yeah, let's pull this up. Yeah, see, so again, this is not one I want to bet into because we got you know, we're running behind here. I mean, 11 o'clock, so we're it's not super early in the morning, still early-ish, but not super early. So market's kind of thinking this is like a coin flip. Where were we? 82, 83. Yeah. So market likes it at 57%. It looks like I did close a position earlier. Um, uh, yeah. Market likes 82, 83. I probably like it as well. Again, not one I'm looking to take a no on. So that's that. Much love, everybody. Again, like I said, any questions, hit us up in the chat. We're continuing to make updates. I mean, we got a lot of other plans in store for this software for refining the EV percents, a lot more content coming out, video, written, et cetera, et cetera. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Safe trading out there. I'll see you next time. Peace.